Shuffle off. Button. Window YT music. Tap to activate.
Well, thank you.
Selected. Up next. Play video. Button.
Oh.
Let's go. You know what time it is. Grab your camera phones and your device. Kick off your shoes and grab yourself some popcorn.
Let's get it on. Let's go now. It's going down. Let's go. What's the business? We got the welcome to my yes sir. Hey, so you let's go. We on the rise, kick off the shoes, enjoy the ride. What we can do is motivate minds, like motivation Monday, all over your life. Hey, try thinking and crying, wasting some time. We get the ways ain't where we can ride to new ways, where they think it's right. Right. Talk back Thursday, boy, if you don't talk to me. It's open mic to me. Yeah, let's get it. But I like Saturdays to remind me of the most type of days. You can get on mic and you can rock the stage. You only got 30 minutes on the screen. So what you come do with me? You can be part of me in the busy team. I call my PT peace. Weekly on the planet C. Once you come join with me, you can be a part of me in the busy team. I call my PT peace. Guess me weekly on the planet C. What's good? What's going on, my peoples? Y'all know what it is, man. It's boy, the Blind MC, man, back with another Motivation Monday episode for all of y'all. Chopping it up, tapping in. You know, some things are going on. The world is rumbling. The weather is tumbling. The weather is also changing. We are starting to experience extreme heat now. You know what I'm saying? So summer is definitely in full effect. And with only being a weekend, really, it's not so far as the temperature that's the bigger issue. It's the fact that we are dealing with situations that are a lot more advanced than they were the last time we've been dealing with them. There's some things that are seeming normal, not being as normal as they should be. But we could definitely talk about it, you know, for sure. But instead, let's see. I'm going to do something here that I normally don't do on the weekdays. Let's see. No. Let's get this.
In progress. Preparing backup. The Dojo. D-I-P-D-I-P. Musical note voice message 231. Message. The Dojo D-I-P-D-I-P. Musical note voice message 231.
Keep bothering people. Some people just need to be bothered like that. I figured I'd send it just to see what's
Instagram. Merjayguns official Patheezy. Shows live now and sent their live video to Fireclose. Watch it before it ends.
It's a few things I tend to do here, you know what I mean, in this dinner room. I definitely tend to be letting folks know while I get everything situated for the show to let y'all know that we have all these different outlets that you guys have that give you opportunities to get involved with us. So like right now, I'm about to post this comment. so you guys can join in this conversation today. And yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff we can do here. The PZ Show has an open lounge for you guys, artists and creators, entertainers alike, anybody that's just looking for a place to stop. You know what I mean? You know, we invite all different atmospheres in here, and we just ask for a square conversation. You know what I'm saying? Something that, you know, it ain't gonna turn into nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? We know that we here stand for a certain level of things that we respect. We know we stand united in these efforts to try to, you know, keep things clear, that truth and, you know, honesty, you know, along with just being okay with being open as a person about about everything that's going on, because we as people, you know, we all here, man. We got to get this thing together, man. And I, for one, feel like, you know, we got to stop with all this foolish pride a lot of us carry. So I'm one for looking to better, bigger things, and, you know what I'm saying, being open about talking about whatever's on your mind as artists, you know what I'm saying, things that you feel could stand to see some correction. You know what I mean? We live in a world where, you know, some people's opinions are being shuttered as well, you know? And it's just an opinion. You don't have to go by that. That doesn't have to be your life, you know what I'm saying?
Man killed ex-wife at work before shooting
you know
himself.
what we got
Police.
going on, man.
News break. Efforts to stop violence in Albany following recent murders.
And that's crazy, because you just heard that, and that's all in my neighborhood. Some of those, like the one most recent, yeah, definitely. But that's the crazy part, man. It's like, you know, we got to stop and put down that foolish pride. But most definitely, man, like, I have like all these things that I want to give you guys to insert into the motivation of the mind of, like, you know what I'm saying, what we do here primarily for the Mondays on the show. You know what I'm saying? We tend to bring into a good vibe of conversation that really, really circles around, you know, how we can motivate you guys to, you know, see through these other people that are studying your growth and constantly dishing out BS. You know what I'm saying? So what we do is we just break down what we feel, you know, topics that could really give you a good samplet of, you know, what really is going on, and just break it into you, like, you know what I'm saying, in a more simpler way, that if you don't get it, I can show you a little bit something, like how we could get, you know what I'm saying, how we could figure this out, you know what I mean, together. Because if I don't know, then goddamn it, we on a motherfucking mission, right? You feel me? So yeah, man, like, with that being said, like I said, I sent out a few requests earlier. I want to see what's going to really shake from this, because I honestly, you know, had things that were in fluctuation that were coming to me prior to the week ending last week. So we were trying to do these things, and things didn't turn out then, and it's almost looking like it's not going to do that now. But at the same time, I am not worried. I am not worried, because I'm also still motivated on other activities that we got going on for ourselves here, as, you know, as well as here on this, you know, here for myself personally, you know what I'm saying? I got other things I got to do too, so I got to keep my mind focused on that and just start to, you know, really get down to the brass tacks. So you know, got some schedule, I got some things I got to spin off on tomorrow. Hopefully we'll come up with a topic Tuesday for tomorrow's episode. I would love to hear from either of you guys out here in the followed squad, my P-Weebles, to check in with us and let us know which topic or what topic would you like to talk about for tomorrow's topic Tuesday. We'll definitely put it on the board. We'll look and see who will send in their message. If you want to do that, you have so many ways you can do that. The actual best two ways I can give you is Discord. hit the Discord server. If you don't know where to find me, go to the link in my bio, the Linktree link, not the Facebook link. Go to the Linktree link in my bio and click on the join the Discord server, join PZ Discord server. It's all there for you. You don't have to worry about it going away for you to get in. You can get in. All right. So we have that way, and then we also have for anybody else that's looking to join the show and drop a topic, you can hit me on IG at thepz.show and leave me a message. All right. Or you can also hit me up on WhatsApp. If you got WhatsApp, it's +1 518 776 5154. You got that? Copy that. Holla back. So you heard me. Yeah, I mean, so there's your 3 different ways you can hit me up. Bow. You know what I'm saying? We got you on. Send me an email. I mean, you can always send me an email. Just in the subject, put it in the subject, topic Tuesday. Topic for Tuesday in the subject, and I got you. So that's how we'll do that. You know what I'm saying? Send me an email, Mr. J Guns. Put the topic put topic for Tuesday in the subject matter, and then we'll go from there. If we like it, we'll post it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we don't really get any as of now. So we've been looking forward to getting any of you guys encouraged to join in with a topic. We rarely get them from the show's viewers. So I want to see what you guys think out here. What's the conversation that you want to hear about the most? What's on the tip of your brain? Something you feel like we could talk about and bring in some people to listen and call in or hit us up and let us know what they feeling about shit. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm motivated to get it done, and then you guys as well should be in that corner if you fucking with the Peasy Show. I appreciate you though, for real. So spread the word. We still doing a big portion of things this year. We have a mission. We are very, very behind on that. Very much behind on that. We have a mission where we're shooting for 100 interviews this year. We only have about 4 or 5. You guys ready to do this? Let's go. Whenever y'all ready, hit me up, pz.show on IG, and then leave me a message saying you're interested in joining and being on the interview section. Let me know, and I'll set up a date for you guys, because that's how we're going to do it. Listen to me. Let's make this real simple. I only have this one request, and this is very simple. All people who are trying to join and get their interviews in, please let me know, one, by sending me a DM or sending me an email with the subject matter, I want to interview, or I want to interview, or interview me. You know what I mean? Something like that in the subject matter in reference to the interview. And I will check in with you guys and set up a time, because we really have open schedules. We have a bunch of things going on as far as normal things during the day, but these are our normal scheduled things. And if you guys come in, you have the set times and days where we schedule those times for you, and you guys know what it is. We can just get it going. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about calibrating it around, our time schedules so that we can connect and make it right. So that's really what I'm shooting for right now, and I hope you guys are willing to participate with me. So whenever you guys are ready, hit me up in the DMs or send me an email, or you can, you know what I'm saying, if you got my number, text me. You know what I mean? I don't care about all that either, but just let me know. That's what we doing. We got some things going, and we're trying to keep it in motion the right way, the correct way, by doing things with ads and showing you guys before time, so all of you are prepared for what's going down in my show when we get down. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people to come in here and be like, oh, what the fuck is this? I didn't know he was doing an interview today. You know what I mean? At least I had the heads up on every interview that I've put up together with you guys prior. You know what I'm saying? I made sure that all of this stuff was something that we, had the opportunity to be able to unveil together. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to join in, you could join in. But at the interview segment of the time, you know what I mean, I want this to be, geared towards showing the actual interviewee that these interviews are really meaningful. You know what I'm saying? I want people to understand, the introduction to self is important as far as when it comes to artists representing who they are, what their music sounds like, what their music is. So I get why people, are hesitant to want to jump out there and give off their character so much. But at the same time, personally, if you feel like this is the direction you're strongly stating and saying it, why not? You know what I mean? We're in a real serious business here, and honestly, I feel like, not a lot of people like us have time or space to do any of this stuff without paying a cost for it. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, truthfully, some of the most major labels or even news, music, entertainment news, reporting magazines and stuff, all have like a set. They have a cost, so that you gotta pay to get a slot, and you know what I mean. It's a writer from the magazine, that's interviewing you, and it's all a connection of who and what this person is gonna say that really makes the difference. You know what I'm saying? Who you are and how you connect with this person, and then everything like that. So it's just so much going on. And then, when you're elaborately speaking on yourself, unless you already have if you already are analyzing these things, you would know. But if you're not, then it's going to show. I mean, at the same time, you're just, new artists are doing, things to reinvent or constantly try to find their space where, people vibe with them solely off of their specific sound, their way they carry a song, even, you know what I'm saying? And in any case, you know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I'm a person who definitely pays attention in that level. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I give the floor to anybody that wants to join us tonight. It's Motivation Monday. We usually have days like this with scheduled days. We have the question is, what's motivating you this week? You know what I mean? But it's open. This is an open floor segment of the show. You know what I mean? Like, we usually don't do anything other than just kick back and talk with you guys, laugh it up, listening into what's going on this week, what's been going on, all of these, drastic and dramatic changes that we go throughout the week, whether in your hometown or in the town abroad. So we know what it is, man. We're just trying to maintain and stay focused and hopefully not lose focus of what's important. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's really it's really what I'm on right now. And because, we're sitting here, we're just cooling out with you guys and letting you know the new updates of that's going on. And I do need to find out for sure what's going on with my people over here on the other end of my tablet, because I do have a requested situation that may need some addressing. And the addressing is going to come from the fact that you guys aren't going to like the fact that right now we're kind of stuck in a situation I can't change until I get the new equipment. So yeah, we're having a tech issue over here on the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch side. So if you guys are experiencing like a time where y'all can't hear anything, or it sounds like everything's going lower than it should, don't worry. I mean, this week alone, I'll compensate that, because I'm gonna start throwing up the recap videos, so you guys will have something to look into. Because I don't like that. I don't like how it just, it's taking me out of this whole situation right now. Like I said, man, I'm trying to make sure that, all you guys are able to hear me, check in, tune in, do what we do, responding, and all of that good stuff, man. Because it's crazy when you can't do that and nobody can actually, get that word in or get that word out, One of the biggest things I worry about. But hey, give me a second, man, because you already know what time it is, and it's about to hit your way. So peace while we smoke.
Marvin, here's a reminder. Smoke some game for the West Coast. happen, here is a reminder. Smoke some game for the West Coast.
Shout out to Pink Snapple. Smoking. Whoa, like getting high indeed. Good grief. If believe me, man, that weed was something else. Shout out to Pink Snapples one more again, to the peoples and kins that didn't hear me in the back end. Good Lord, that thing was fire. But now, like I said, man, we talk about a lot of shit on the show. We try to cover a lot of different realistic topics because we live in a world where we have to be real with ourselves if we can't be real with nobody else in this motherfucker, man. And I'm about talking real shit, telling people the real, and keeping it real as best as I can, you know what I'm saying? Because we live in a world where this shit is just not happening, man. Like, and to be misinformed is dangerous. It is dangerous out here. People is dying from, you know, being told false things and living and believing in that, and then they dying off because they got called, they got hit with the wrong shit that they wasn't prepared for because they were misinformed on how to prepare themselves. All of these things are, you know what I mean, detrimental to the human lifespan, man. We have to wise up, or else we're gonna end up like these people that are falling to the people that are doing these corrupt misinformation or misinforming things to us, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, we live in a world right now where we have to start working on better ways to, you know, illuminate our people and keep them on point, you know what I'm saying, about what's really going on, who telling what lie, and how to get rid of these people who are infecting the system with their lies by corrupting, you know, all of these people of power into making these choices that are ultimately just fucking over the little guys because they feel like they can. And I mean, it's more of us than them. I'm telling you, folks. We just got to start thinking about this now. Stop acting like we only got ourselves here. We work on the situation and start really focusing on what matters, and apply that to the things that are actually coming around here, messing around with you. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. You know, it does draw a lot of truth in the conclusions that come about when things go down like this. So I would just advise y'all to keep y'all heads on shit, stay focused, man, and don't let yourself get caught out there in that riffraff that's trying to make you conform to something. know. You don't know you don't know how that's gonna run for you, you know. So I don't know, y'all. I'm curious, like, mainly because I do want you guys to be alerted to everything that's taking place in the world, because we got so much funky shit going on, man. It's like, it's tragic. It's absolutely fucking tragic these days. And the way I'm looking at it, man, we really gotta just be focused on uniting with people who are trying to continue the fight to bettering lives for the generations behind us, man. Because if we don't do this, we're gonna fuck ourselves, and we're gonna fuck our futures in front of us. We're gonna fuck those that are coming behind us. I get it. It's not gonna matter to you. You'll be gone by now, some of us out here. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, would it matter if you realize that all of these things that we are neglecting are going to fall on the burdens of our generations after us? If we don't start doing something while we still have a part to play in this fight of injustice that's taking place, in the fact that the governments are ruling over the little people in the means to corrupt and continue to be corrupt, and know that they are no longer interested in the positive thing that government made and started, because it took in the opportunity to let people know that the men, the women that go to work and come home like you and me, go out here and find $1 when there ain't $1 to get, to make these decisions and give them the power. They are the ones that have the power. It's us that has the power. They are holding our power. So we need to realize that these particular people do not have our best interest when they do not have our best interest. So at the end of the day, that these people no longer have an opportunity to, how you say, shit on the little man. You see what I'm saying? Because if shit had value, poor people would be born with no asshole. And I remember when somebody said that in a really funny movie. You know what I mean? Shout out to Eddie Murphy. But shit, I'm just saying, when he said this to me, it was like, good God Almighty, that was like the fucking truth. As weird as it sounds, but it was true. Because of the way things are going. And mind you, this movie was 1978 or 1987. Okay? 1987. It's still like this today. Okay? I'm just saying. What's the difference? Businesses make more money? We don't. Because even back then, the cost of the minimum wage was still dirt ass cheap. It was nothing compared to what the economy was. So, I'm here with you, homies. Let's talk about this. Because, we live in a world where people don't take the time to realize we got to start talking about this stuff. Got to talk about this stuff, man. Because that's just what it is. And as crazy as it sounds, man, I wish more of my brothers and sisters that I know, understood. You know what I mean? And actually pushed, you know, their vote the same, you know, the way that we should, you know what I mean? Use your right while you still have it. Let's be real, man. Like, folks is out here trying to take shit from folks, for real. They trying to take these rights from us. If you're not paying attention, if you're not watching your shit, they gonna sweep up right up from under y'all the shit that you hold dear. And hell, it ain't just the gun shit. You think that fucking by them restricting you from getting gun braces and shit like that's arboring your rights and all this other shit. Let me tell you something, homie. Like, these folks out here, it's folks out here in certain states that ain't letting people vote. Okay? They are discriminating against certain sections of people because they affect the vote count. Okay? Gerrymandering goes on in states trying to get greater numbers and more seats so they have more control versus the other side. And that's really all they care about. Fuck, they don't care about getting the things that we want or need done. They're more concerned about keeping their seat, keeping their spot in this chair so that people say, yeah, we see this person for years has been sitting here doing the same thing for us, fighting on our behalf, supposedly speaking on our behalf, meanwhile making legislation that does nothing for us. See what I'm saying? So the more you pay attention, the better you'll learn, and the more you'll be wanting to understand. Because at the end of the day, I get the obsession with the fact that this is not something you may want to get into. But to know is to understand what these people are trying to do, so you're aware of how to defend yourself, at least. At the very least. If nothing else. If nothing else. You see what I'm saying? I don't even really consider the news on something that it's like every day is every day. I'm obsessed with it, and everything is just blowing my mind. It's just like everything got me so paranoid and all this other shit. But I am paying attention to the fact that there are certain things that do affect me that are happening in the news, and I'm very interested in all of this stuff because it doesn't just affect me physically. It affects me financially, economically. And these are things that very much are needed in today's society with people in general, because we seen through the pandemic that folks didn't have it and they were suffering for it. A lot of people died behind it because they were unprepared and unable to afford the common things like fucking healthcare. This is the thing that we can fight for. This is the thing that we can propose to our elected officials and demand they put this on our ballots and make this a thing that we should be able to control as far as what it happens with this. This is a retroactive thing. It should be in balance. We should have Medicaid for all, universal Medicaid, healthcare, universal healthcare for everybody. This is really serious, man. We live in a world where healthcare is necessary. It is not. It should not be a privilege to have, medical healthcare. A privilege is something that you earn due to something that doing what? Man, are you kidding me? People get sick every day. People could die every moment. People die every moment of every day. And with that being said, what in the hell is wrong with giving people care without having to care about the fucking cost? This is ridiculous, people. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm only just ranting today because I'm motivated to see if many of my people is feeling the same way I'm feeling today. For real. Are you seriously motivated to push for this? Because I feel like this is a time when we should really start fucking stepping down and putting our foot down. Medicare for all. Hell, let's go even further. Let's push for motherfucking higher wages, $15 an hour. I mean, shit, if you want to get real radical, let's go. Let's push for motherfucking general. Let's push for general basic income, GBI. See what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm all for it. And the reason why I'm all for it is because I'm tired of seeing people poor and struggling in the country that's called the richest in the world. One of the richest countries in the world. Greatest country on earth. They call us. You call yourselves. We call ourselves. And here we are with over 500,000 people. Over 500,000 people outside in the streets in our country sleeping on the streets every night. Come on, people. Somebody help me understand this shit. Cause I'm conflicted. I'm highly conflicted. But at this point right now, I really just say that, you know, we have to decide when it stops. We have to decide when it stops, and we have to do it together, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna do it. We're not gonna be able to do it in packs or in sections, because we don't have enough collectively that think in that manner, obviously, because if we did, we would have done this a long time ago. People, we know our rights. It's under the Constitution. There have been rights that are under the Constitution for years and years and centuries on centuries that actually would rectify this entire situation. But what makes this big thing such a bluster is the fact that we have politicians in the way now. We are being blocked by the culprits that are holding up and holding hostage the things that we know that this country can provide to its citizens without any harm to its bottom line. See what I'm saying? While we struggle to understand how much and why we spend so much on things, not understanding in that, for me personally, I feel like, how is this even necessary? Like, if we have a standing defense bill that is nearing $1 trillion right now, we are just slowly but surely inching towards $1 trillion for a defense budget right now. And yet we don't have money to provide for citizens to get proper housing, a fresh start on life so that they can get a job, get stable control of their life, maybe even get treatment so that they can actually get off of whatever substance, drugs, alcohol, whatever they are connected and bonded to at some point. Because this is the thing. We have to stop acting like it's all, man, well, you just need to get your shit together. Some people really just need you to just give them a damn hand. As sad as it seems, we stopped believing that that was necessary in this world. Not just in this country, but in this world. We stopped believing that this shit was necessary. And instead, we've turned our backs on our fellow man. And this is ridiculous. And it's just ridiculous, because at the end of the day, the worst thing you can do is turn your back on people. You know what I mean? That's the worst thing you can do. So, my whole thing is, in today's lifetime, we live in a world like we live in, man. We got all this crazy shit going on. So, I just want y'all to stay motivated, man. Stay mindset on what's going on, what we doing in today's world, just to stay protected against the things that are taking place in today's world. Because we live in a country, we live in a world that is becoming more and more unstable because of the people that have become unstable due to whatever imbalance going on in their life has corrupted them to believing these theories and themes that are taking place. So we understand There's so much going on outside in the world today. There's so many things taking place outside of our doors that we may not understand. But what we have to come to an understanding with is the fact that just as it has been seen like this, it has been seen like this before, only in a different type texture of setting. See what I'm saying? So the ideal saying these things like nothing new under the sun, we just have to understand. So was there a world at war? There was also a world at peace. And if we can get back to the world at peace and concentrate on how to reproduce this world, people, we will be much better off. Why are we upset that this person calls himself gay? If that person is not offending you and they are only coming to enjoy company with you and that be that, then what is the fucking problem? Some of you guys out here in this world today choose some of the stupidest things to go to fucking war about. Petty. Really petty. A bunch of men who want to play, pissing contests and measure which dick is bigger. Come up off that selfish pride. Seriously. I say that because a lot of us need to do that. And men in today's world, we have so much pride in us that we don't want to be accepting when somebody tells us something that is right. When you know you're wrong. So, real talk, it took somebody sitting me down to tell me these kinds of things for me to feel that way, for me to come to that realization. And personally, I take refuge in anyone that finds a message or a notification that I may have missed that God sent for me to them. You see what I'm saying? I feel like at any given time, God could send me something and tell me something. And personally, I'm open to listening because God's word is final. At the end of the day, nothing moves that word. And in all things, I feel like I've tried many ways of living in life. And the one thing that I love, that I feel like I can adapt and be more comfortable with these days now, is just the fact of knowing that honesty is always where people should be in life, instead of always trying to find corners to cut, ways to manipulate for their benefits. Because at the end of the day, if we stick to the morals of truth and continue to follow the pathways that it leads to, we will find ourselves in better timing, you know what I mean? Rather than in such a turmoilic time where nobody understands which way is left or right, straight back, whatever. You're just stuck. And I guess I'm just saying this because of conviction, man. We put ourselves in situations, or we go through certain things in the backstage where it's not publicly seen all the time. And, some of these things try to kind of spill out into the real world. We got to let people know, because the real world is real. And I'm saying a lot of what I'm saying right now because we, like I said, man, we live in a world where the world is it's becoming more and more corrupt now. And I'm seeing it and I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy foul. And I'm blind, so y'all have to understand, like, with me understanding from a whole nother perspective these things, and seeing the plethora of damage that has begun to splash all over everyone and into everything, and it just seems like some of us are missing the higher points that we really should stay focused on, because at the end of the day, it is up to us in a way to start to construct these malice injustices from things that are taking place in the country we call home. You see what I'm saying? And for all of us sitting here getting caught up in these mustard storms of things that are just, constantly rattling us and making us feel like, we're being shaken up and beaten up and tossed around and all of this stuff, and it's almost like it's just consistently being targeted to you and with no regard for concern. And every time you want to see, the good things come about, you're trying to do good, and you just feel like every time something, you start getting into a good groove or something always come around and fuck it up. You got to realize, man, that was intended. And the reason why it was intended is because God's way of showing you how to continue to stay focused on Him. Stay focused on the goal, which is no matter what falls in front of you, I will guide you. I will help you. I'm here. I'm never going anywhere. I will be with you here and forever. And these words ring real strong with a person who not only has that kind of, thought in his heart and belief in his blood, It's not only that, it's just the essence of knowing what this particular spirit can bring. And also having been through turmoil and put it all in the hands of Him, and He bring you out of that shit. You start to realize these things, So I say, to anyone going through these imbalances in the day, don't let go of your faith. Don't let go of your faith. Because without faith, there is nothing. But without work, there is no strength. There is no recognition of faith. So without faith, there is no work, as it says in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So these things run hand in hand. You have to be able to put in the work and be able to endure. You know what I mean? And most of all, endure. Continue to fight even when you feel no feeling to fight, or if you feel like there's no way you can fight. You know what I mean? Continue to fight, because that's what God made you for, to continue to fight and keep up with the remedy of His word. Keep letting people know who this brilliant person who brought us all of these beautiful gifts that we see, hear, smell, feel every day. Just a little something I thought I would throw out there for y'all for a little motivation of the mind. But yeah, man, just let me let you know while I got you on the go. I want you to know, holla at my folks. That's the Gossiping Heifers. You can catch them every Wednesday night over on YouTube at the Gossiping Heifers, or you can check them out in these IG streets as well. They come on every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 8 p.m. Central. Them Houston girls go off. So I'm telling you, good hour and a half of something funny, cool, informative, and definitely worth the time. So check them out or hit them up. They drop you up with that. And they also got a podcast. You can catch them over there on Spotify and other places, wherever you check your podcast. So check them out. The Gossiping Heifers, no doubt, them Houston girls go down. Holla. But yeah, man, there's a lot of different things going on. We also got later on tonight, Air It Out Radio is up. I'm assuming they should be back because I know they celebrated Juneteenth last week, so that was recognizable, respectfully. Yeah, so hopefully it's the same thing. New game plan. We back on that thing. Tune in tonight. I'm assuming it's the same time. You usually jump on live early. Hopefully I can get in there early with y'all, so we'll be on time to get in pretty early and get my name hit in there before the first hour or so. Because if not, we're going to be there for a minute. And usually that's, you know, what it is. It just, you know, you got to take your time sometimes. But I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that, you know, when it come down to the come down, we got to make some things happen, man. I'm always going to be willing to talk to you about it, bring it up to your attention, because I don't want you guys to feel like y'all are losing out or not, you know, getting the things that need to be informatively mentioned. Because we live in such a crazy space nowadays, man. Such a crazy space. Like I just overheard recently, a man went and killed his ex-wife right before killing himself. You know, killed his ex-wife at work. Went to his ex-wife's workplace, killed her, and right before that, and right after that, he killed himself. You know, just craziness. Just the madness of the way that the society that we live in today is just absolutely out of this world. Absolutely gone out of this world. And I feel like we're starting to reach a point where things are going to start to show more and more whose side is right and whose side is wrong, because right now these things are just things to get your attention, because the noise is going to start to pick up. And as it says, you know, the trumpet will sound. You know, it's coming. And when it does, it's definitely going to be an eye-opener. So y'all better be ready for that. If you thought COVID was something, then you're not going to be ready for the rest. You ain't going to be ready for this next one. So, to y'all, I hope I, you know, might have just, you know, gave y'all a little bit of intel on the refill. You know what I mean? Just don't get yourself caught up in the mist. Got too much joints going on out here in this crazy spit. So with all of that being said, man, we just got to keep our heads on the prizes that we are destined to get. Our goals are, you know, and continue to support your people and your community, man. Like, that's the big thing. I need to do the same things. I need to get more proactive in my community, start supporting more my community and the endeavors that are going to positively affect my people in the surrounding areas. Because, like, man, like, this is one thing that really, you know, starting to put me in a different feeling, and as I look at it, because I didn't understand it when I was younger. I didn't think it was worth my time, and, you know, all of this other stuff. And then I started to get older, and I realized on my own how this all affects and bothers people. This is the reason why these things happen the way they've happened, or have come about the way they've come. So it is up to us now to take in the information that we are given in order to arm ourselves and our communities with a defense that will protect us from these corrupt individuals in our government who are making these things against us. You know, we have so many people right now that are just catering to the businesses that are paying them hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, to lobby their agendas, you know what I'm saying, and push their narratives onto the political stage in a way that is affecting us as people, citizens in this country that are struggling as is to pay these corporations that are holding supplies and things like that nature that we as humans should have essentially without the cost. Because one should not have to worry about food. Let me keep it real with you. This is probably the one thing I feel like we really should have no problem with. There should be no problem with any person, you know, starving, or even not being able to have proper housing. See what I'm saying?
Marvin,
Because for me, I
thanks for
just
reminding
feel like this is crazy. It's not something that should make sense to any of us at this point, even though a lot of us have already considered the option. Thank you.
5 minutes to leave.
But it really is, it's very strange. It is quite the strange situation when you look at it. But
Recommended.
I can see-
Red. Talent benefits pay time.
I can
Add.
see now
AMP.
where we
15
are with a lot of
views,
this, you know what I'm
15
saying? So
seconds.
it's a lot of work
Live
to do
action.
with
1639.
literally little to no time to do it, you know? But like I said, I appreciate all of my peoples coming in tonight, checking in with me. Dougie, hit me up later, bro. We're gonna have to work on that, how we set up for you. And we'll figure something out. But like I said, man, we appreciate all of you guys for joining in with us tonight, coming by and being a part of what we love to do here and taking in this message, man. I appreciate y'all for showing up, showing love, and all of that stuff, man, because it's always, you know, one of those challenges to get you guys something that
7:56
will make
p.m.
you listen
Lock
or
screen.
give you time to
Zero.
listen to what we're talking
Zero.
about, you know what
Zero.
I mean?
0. Okay.
So
Device unlocked. YT music. Play video.
that's it.
Button.
I do
Previous track.
appreciate y'all for taking the time to listen to what we're talking
Replay
about.
video. Button.
And
Tap to activate.
do come back tomorrow, because we may have a guest or we may need a topic. But in case we don't have a guest, give me a topic. So hit me up in the comments below tonight on this live stream after it goes up. And you can also drop your comment and let me know what you want to talk about for a topic tomorrow. Plus, you can answer the question of the day. What's motivating you this week? So I appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, man. And check us out tomorrow for Talk About It Tuesday, another day with the Peasy Show. Hey. Yeah. Hey, let's go. Yeah. Now share the light. Yeah.
You know what time it is. Grab your camera phones and your device.
What's up?
Your shoes and grab
I appreciate you stopping by. You know what the song like. Yeah, you know we about to ride. What's happening? All of my folks that's tapping in, keep on tapping in. Cause I'ma see you tomorrow. Talk Back Tuesday coming for you. Yeah.
Welcome to my room. Yes, I'm blind.
Yeah.
Monday to Saturday live.
Live.
7 p.m. East Coast time.
Let go.
We on the rise, cause I'm the shoes. Enjoy the ride. What we can do is motivate.
Right.
Motivation Monday, all the way alive. I make the try, thinking the grind. Wasting some time. We get the Wednesday where we can ride to new ways. Where they hit this thrive.
Yo.
Talk Back Thursday, where we don't talk, you don't talk to me. Yeah, it's open mic, you the place where you can treat talk to me. But I like Saturdays to remind me that the most cycle days. You can get on mic, you can rock stage, but you only got 30 minutes on the screen.
Stay with me.
Once you come join with me, you can be a part of me in the music team. All my PP, we speak. Listen weekly on the planet C.
You'll see.
Once you come join with me, you can be a part of me in the music team. All my PP, we speak. Listen weekly on the planet C.
You'll see.
I'm talking about it.
Come talk about it. Yeah, I want you to talk about it. Come talk about it. Come on and talk about it. You know what we do, we gon' talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. That's what we doing. Yeah. Let's get it right. Yeah. You know we going live. Come on. Hey. Don't forget to check out the Gossip and Heifers, man. I want to say thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for checking us in. Don't forget, Air It Out Radio. Tune in. My boy Mr. J Guns joining them to see about that song that he submitted. Let's see it. Holla at y'all, man. Hey.
Motivation on a Monday, topics to try on a Tuesday. New wave music on a Wednesday. Talk back Thursday, Friday. Can't wait for the open mic. Got a cycle on Saturday. Do it like a holiday. Ain't nobody messing with the pizza show. We come back like a payday every weekly. So grab your camera phone.